Tucker Kraft last year, 50 receptions, 70 targets, 707 yards, and 7 touchdowns. Thoughts on Tucker Kraft?
I don't know what to make of Tucker Kraft. Like he just kind of silently gets this done. So rewind 365 days ish. We weren't quite sure on Tucker Kraft because Luke Musgrave, right? Luke Musgrave started hot, got injured. Kraft kind of came on, and then kind of kept the lead job, and we weren't sure if that was going to handle the same through 2024. It did, and he quietly finished inside the top 10 in half point PPR scoring. This is one of the situations because Green Bay does kind of just shotgun affect the ball out to all the different pass catchers. It's actually a benefit to the tight end. No, he's not being hyper focused on like a Travis Kelce was a couple years ago, but he's going to see consistent targets week in and week out. He's a red zone look for Jordan Love. So I don't mind it. It's probably this. It's probably a bit of an uneasy feeling. Like if I want kind of consistency, I'm probably going to lean Kraft over Dalton Kincaid. But if I want upside, then I'm probably going to go Kincaid. That type of thing. But overall, there's nothing wrong with this guy. If you're waiting on tight end, if he's your first one, there's nothing wrong with this. Again, wait an extra 2 rounds and then pair him up with somebody further down the board. Pair Kraft up with a Mike Gesicki.
He makes the most of his targets. I mean, which means he's getting quality targets, right? It's not like they're just throwing the ball his way and he's the receiver in the area. Like he's getting quality targets. He's getting balls thrown to him that he's going to catch or that he has a really good shot at catching. So I think this is a safe play, right? This is the sneaky safe play if you want to have your flashy tight end that you have a little later on. That's fine, but like Tucker Kraft is a very safe play that you can this is a guy that I have no problem just being like, all right, here we go. Set it and forget it. It may not win you a week in and week out, but I don't think he's going to lose you any weeks because he's not being overly productive.
Because you're right. Like he very quietly got there, but he very quietly got there on not many targets, right? Like this is a guy that averaged about 4 targets a game last season. And he just happened to make the most of it, coming down with a whole lot of catches on that, a great catch percentage. 14 yards per reception for a tight end is certainly up there, and then 7 touchdowns. Like I do see several of these things being very hard to duplicate on this one, because at this point, I think we probably see him closer to maybe 50 receptions, 500 yards, and maybe 5 touchdowns, which would be a drastic hit to that overall performance there. So Tucker Kraft is a guy that at this point I'm willing to be wrong on. I think it's probably the way that I'm looking at this one. Does he have the ability to have a sneaky finish and sneaky upside and get up there into even tight end 6? Yeah, there's certainly the possibility of that. But there's also, I think, just as strong a possibility that we see him finish his tight end 20, 24 when the season's all said and done. So the range of outcomes that I'm seeing with this one lead me a little bit more hesitant on Tucker Kraft.